Hi, good evening to all. Today we are going to look at the difference between advertising and publicity. First of all, we look at the meaning of advertising. The word advertising has been derived from the Latin word advertare, which means to turn to. Advertare is the Latin word. From that, the advertising word has been derived, which means to turn someone's mind. The American Marketing Association defined advertising as any paid form of non-personal presentation and promotion of ideas, goods, or services by an identified sponsor. The American Marketing Association given the proper definition of advertising as through identified sponsor we need to promote our ideas or goods or service to the public. For that we need to pay a certain amount to the media. It is all about a non-personal presentation, not about personal presentation. Next is payment. The sponsoring organization has to pay for media, space and our time. Sponsored organization needs to pay to the media for their space and time. Sponsor has a clearly identified sponsor, which may be either the company or a brand name. Sponsor in the mode of company or a brand name, but there should be the identified sponsor. Next is the content. The company has the total control over the content and the coverage of the message. Company takes full control over the content of message and the coverage of the message, which should be telecasted by the media. Next is the schedule. The company can schedule repetition of the message as many times as desired. The decision maker should be company. They can schedule the repetition of the message as many times as they preferred. Next is the intent. The message is meant to create, maintain and enhance a favorable impression about the company and the product. It is the main goal of the advertising. This is the purpose of the advertising. We need to create an impression in front of the public about our company and the product. For that, the message is created and maintained by the media. Next is credibility, low to moderate. It's not a high level. It is the beliefs of the public. Next is publicity. First of all, we need to look at the meaning of publicity. It is the non-personal stimulation of a demand for a product, service or business unit by planting commercially significant news about it in a published medium or the obtaining a favorable presentation of it upon radio, TV or stage that is not paid for by the sponsor. In case of advertising, there is no clearly identified sponsor, but publicity, there is no need of a sponsor. It is the main motto. Its main motto is to stimulate of a demand for a product, a service or business in front of a public. For that they will use the media and obtaining favorable presentation, which should be telecasted by radio, TV or a stage. For that no need to pay the amount to media. Since the message is designed and printed by media, the company does not have to pay for it. In advertising, company has to pay for the content of message and the coverage of the message. Whereas publicity, there is no payment. No sponsor is identified. The message originates from the media sources. Here is the media creates the message itself, so no need to sponsor. The company has no control over content and coverage, although it may have initiated media interest and supplied the necessary information. Here the content of the messages and the coverage of the message takes full control taken by media, not by company, because the message was created by media and supplied the necessary information to the public. The company cannot schedule repetition of messages because it is controlled by media. Presented as the news is hence less persuasive. Many create a favorable or an unfavorable impression. It depends upon the stimulation of a public. If they receive it in good way, it will make the favorable impression. If not, it will make unfavorable impression. Yet the credibility is high in case of publicity. Thank you. We will see you again with another session. Until then, stay tuned, stay blessed. Bye.